Hope you're doing well today. And today I'm going to be talking about what is social grind. So this live is going to be all about basically the term that has grown many businesses in the past and in the future. So social grind is basically like grinding your business on social media. That's like an umbrella term for it. But what it means in detail, some examples of that would be somebody going to Facebook and saying, like, hey, I've got a ton of customers on, sorry, not customers, I've got a ton of people on Facebook that follow me. How can I leverage that audience, which is local to me, which is surrounding me very closely, and how can I build my business, get my awareness out there about about my product or service. So let's say you're a realtor or you're selling life insurance or whatever it is you do for a business, or maybe you work at a dealership and you want to get more sales for selling cars or whatever it may be. It doesn't really matter whether you're an entrepreneur or if you're a salesperson. The point is you can use social grind to really leverage your business and to start getting um, the traction to actually get people viewing your content, viewing your posts, and just being engaging with them, right? So just being someone that is using your personal channels to literally just reach out and say, hey, here I am, this is what I do, might be a little bit odd at first, but if you just reach out and take your product and service and just start sharing pictures of it, or maybe some success stories, or maybe you don't have success stories, but you have an idea of some benefits that it may have to people, right? So maybe take a benefit of, of maybe a car that you sell, or maybe a product that you have, or a life insurance, maybe some knowledge, and start sharing either educational or, usually educational works best because people that will watch your videos or watch your content or read it, they'll be a direct match to your product or service. So the best way to do it is to kind of make a list, and you don't have to write it down physically. You can just have it in your mind and think of your product and service and think, what are the benefits? What are the things I want to share about my product? What are the things I want to share, the benefits of my service? Then you start to look for examples of how to show how they impact people's lives, or how it's changed someone's life, or it's made their life easier, or it's made things more convenient, save them time, save them money. Those are all the things that are benefits, right? And if you can portray that around your social audience, like even if you have as little as 50 followers, or whatever you have, it doesn't matter. It could be one. It doesn't matter. The point is, most people have an average of, I believe it's around somewhere around 400 or 500 friends on Facebook or even Instagram, whatever you have. It could be 100. You just literally start with what you have, start sharing, start producing content, start getting yourself out there. That's equivalent to, let's say in the old days, without social media, maybe somebody that has a business is going out to a restaurant or going out with their friends, or and they're meeting others and they're handing out a business card. It's very similar to that. So grinding in those days, in the old days with pre-internet, would be going out there and handing out flyers, handing out cards, and everything, right? But imagine another option here would be like take a picture of your business card maybe and share that online. There might be a lot of people out there that don't know what you do, and unless you tell them, you're not going to get referrals. It could be a friend of yours that they might see that you do home renovations, but they don't think of you, right? They don't think of you when someone asks them, but they will think of you if they keep seeing that you're constantly out there reminding people that, hey, here I am and this is what I do. And you don't always have to remind them what you do. You could just be out there, hey, here I am. Because the people that are more social and more outgoing, those are the people that usually are more successful with their businesses, because you could talk about, somebody being, just very into themselves, very back end, very quiet natured, right? Like they're not really marketing because they're very quiet, right? But social media gives you an opportunity to get your message out there. Whether if you're a quiet person, that's fine. You like you like writing, just write something and post it out there. And the people that read it will most likely get your message. If you don't like writing, like me, I don't enjoy writing, so I do video. If you don't like the way yourself, you look on video, you can go ahead and do audio, right? You can take a video, convert it to an audio file with a converter online, and take that video and literally uh, convert it into an audio file, and then take that audio file, upload it to SoundCloud or Google Podcast or whatever it is, any type of hosting platform, and share that on social media. You'd be surprised that just, out of sight, out of mind, right? Like, let's talk about that again. If you're not in the viewing public, if you're not out there, if you're not socializing, on social media, it's very easy, right? But if you're not socializing, then you're not really communicating to people, so you're really not marketing. And that's why social grind is such, is such a term that it sounds very laborious, like you're grinding on social media. But you don't have to make it a grind. You can literally just go out there and just post something in the morning, post a little something in the afternoon, maybe take, 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes in the afternoon, 15 minutes in the evening, and just keep remembering to post and share. And you'd be surprised that, maybe 1 out of 10 posts, you may get a comment back, you may not, but you're going to be getting people that are, seeing it, right? So if people are seeing it, you can look at the statistics, click below it, you'll see below your post, you'll see how many people have engaged, how many people have seen it, and just think of it as free advertising, right? Like you're getting your word out. It's not really free. It takes you a few minutes, but realistically, to put in a few minutes for your business here and there, that's where people miss out. They miss out on actually putting that little bit of effort on the marketing. They usually end up like it happened to me, where you starting your business, you got customers, and now you're sitting there and you're like, okay, I got customers, let me serve the customers, and that's great, serve the customers. But as you're serving your first customer or your 10th customer, take the take the information from, take the results, take the benefits from them, talk to them, ask them what what do you like about our service? Like, what is it that you like? Like, don't try to figure it out yourself. Just ask them what they like. Once you ask them what they like, you're going to hear from them the perspective on your business, your product, your service. Because you could sit here and play a guessing game, but you are not your client. You are not the person that you're serving. So you cannot make your assumptions about your product and service just based on what you know. You need that feedback. So with the social grind, with the social posting, with all of this is where you get that. You get that engagement. You get a lot of that, conversion aspect of, value to benefit, product to value. And that's all really important. But let's not overcomplicate it. Just get some content, start posting. As you post, you'll get better and better. But make a daily routine, make it a habit, and then it won't take as much time. Usually, the thought of doing it and the thinking and planning takes way more time than just actually doing it. So literally forget about the planning, forget about that. Have a little bit of an idea of what you want to share, benefits of your product, maybe benefits of your service, maybe product and service, because everything's about service anyway, how you treat your customers. And literally put that out there. Have an idea and keep posting it. Because you might think, oh, I don't want to keep posting every day because people are going to get sick of my posts. Well, I'll tell you straight, people aren't going to look at your, there's so much content online, they're not going to keep seeing posts from you and say, oh, you posted 5 times a day, I'm sick and tired of your posts. The chances are that's not going to happen, right? Because there's so much content out there, they're getting fed so much content. If you posted 100 times in a week, let's not say 100, let's say 5 posts a day, okay, times 10 days, you posted 50 times in 10 days on one platform, okay? You are not going to, that people are probably going to see your post. They're not going to see all 50 of them. They're probably going to see 5 of them over those 10 days. And you tell me, 5 over those 10 days is not going to make them say, I don't want to hear from you anymore. In fact, it's going to be better because when they see you 5 times, in their mind, it's going to impress what you do. If they see you once and they see 1,000 other posts, okay, or hundreds, what's going to happen? Most likely they're going to forget yours. If you think of TV commercials, what happens? People do TV commercials. you'll see the same commercial over and over again because you know why? Because it takes 7 times, 7 hits to impress in your head, right? Into your consumer, it takes 7 times to get a consumer to think about your brand, even once. So you got to keep pushing, pushing, pushing. It never ends, right? So just make it a habit, start doing it, and then as you go through, 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you get better, better than the person that didn't start it. And then what happens is a month later, you got all these posts and you may have a customer. But at the very least, you'll have people that know about your brand. Okay. 3 months later, picture what happens. 3 months later, you got 3 customers, four customers, 5 customers. Now all of a sudden you're a brand. Now you're building momentum. Now you have more ideas. Now you're networking. Now you're meeting people. Like, can you imagine? The possibilities are endless. Like, you could do so much with this. But unless you take that first step, the social grind, it doesn't happen, which really isn't grind. It's very enjoyable and it helps you to improve your product and service. Okay? Anyways, I wish you guys well. If you have any questions, reach out to us. Thank you for watching. If you're catching the replay, enjoy it and look out for more. All right, take care. Bye.